Low-key might be the craziest question I've ever seen in my entire life. You are forced to choose between being the Hulk's host, becoming a Red Lantern, being a user of a random symbiote, being the bearer of the spirit of vengeance, or becoming the champion of Khonshu. Which one are you choosing and why? Now here's the thing, all these choices can be really interesting, but they drastically give you multiple different things depending on what you actually pick, bro. Some of these things are kind of absurd and you deadass do not want to have any association with them. Let me tell you this for an absolute fact, you absolutely do not want to pick being a fucking Ghost Rider or being Khonshu's avatar. That is some absolute bullshit, bro. For one, being a Ghost Rider in itself, you are now exposed to the supernatural world. I do not want any association. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to be involved. I don't want any kind of supernatural powers by any means at all. And on top of that, you can't even go to heaven. If you die, bro, you are actually going to go to hell. And that's a non-negotiable. Deadass, nobody wants to be the fucking avatar of Khonshu. Khonshu's not the coolest guy either. He deadass just wants you to go out and do his bidding. I don't really want to do that shit either. Like, it's just not really worth it to me. Now, these three options are what you got left. Being the Hulk's host, being a Red Lantern, or having a random symbiote attached to you. Now, let's talk about being a symbiote. The symbiote you actually have really fucking matters, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Because you're getting a random one. They could really be an asshole or they could be a cool guy. You really don't even know. The undisputable fact is that you just have a symbiote attached to you. Now you have somebody else that's kind of living in your body, living in your mind, and I don't know, man. I kind of don't want that shit either. Powers can be really cool, but I also just don't want to be a part of the hive mind. I don't really want to have any kind of alien association just living with my body permanently. That's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of fucking lame. Essentially, you're having somebody else that's kind of living life with you for the rest of your life, and I kind of do not want to do that shit. Now, for most of these, I've kind of been speaking from the fact that we live in a real world where we don't really have any superheroes or supervillains going around. You pretty much have no use for any of these things in real life, and that can also be said about the Incredible Hulk. Deadass, being the host of the Incredible Hulk could be really interesting, but in real life, bro, that shit would fucking suck. Like, yeah, eventually you might be able to master that shit and kind of fuse yourself with your Hulk, but one, that's gonna take a long time to really do properly, and genuinely you're gonna spend the rest of your life kind of walking on eggshells because your heart rate cannot go up too high. If your heart rate goes up too high, or if you get emotionally stunted or any kind of thing, you're gonna turn to the Incredible Hulk. My biggest lifelong fear would be turning into the Hulk while I'm clapping my wife. That would be fucking terrible. Now that just leaves us with being a Red Lantern. I feel like being a Red Lantern is a lot more manageable because you're kind of part of a society of Red Lantern, a lot of rage-filled people. Yeah, you're gonna be kind of mad, but I really feel like, I mean, I'm already fucking angry. I'm already a rage-filled person on a regular basis. Why not be a Red Lantern, bro? I'm essentially joining a society of people that think like me, act like me, just kind of want to live life in the same way I do. I mean, who doesn't want to be a part of that? Like, realistically, there's no real drawbacks to being a Red Lantern, like for real. And low-key, on top of that, the power set is probably the most useful thing you can have in the real world, bro. Like, to be honest, Red Lantern is the best choice.